Okay, so we'll start. So the name of God is Krishna. Krishna or Krishna. It means all attractive. All attractive. The name Krishna means all attractive. So God is all attractive to everyone. Therefore, his name is Krishna. There are many names according to his activities and different pastimes. So one of the name and popular name is Krishna, which covers everything because it means all attractive. So he is attractive for every kind of person, be it demigod, be it a small, creature, everyone, to everyone, God is very attractive. So now let us see now in our stage of human life. Human life, we are having a materialistic conception of life. Materialistic conception of life. And we are in this materialistic conception of life, we are seeking pleasure. But we are getting frustrated by this. We are seeing a lot of frustrations that is evident in today's society. There are so many problems happening. So, to enjoy the real pleasure, real pleasure, we need to be in a level of pure consciousness. So we should know, first of all, we are spirit soul. We are spirit soul and not this body. We are spirit soul, not this body. We are engaged in this body. We are engaged in this body, but we are not this body. We have a material covering. The spirit soul has a material covering, but actually, in fact, we are spirit souls. Okay, so the spirit soul, the symptom is consciousness. The spirit soul symptom is consciousness that anyone can know because we are conscious. Okay, that is what differentiates us. The consciousness is the link between dead matter or body to that of living force or symptoms of life, or you can say symptoms of life. Symptoms of life. So this consciousness is the missing link, or is the link between the dead matter or body to that of living force, the consciousness, and this is a symptom we know of the soul. So therefore we can say that the soul exists by this phenomena, and there are several logical ways also we can say that we are soul. And if we act in the level of this consciousness, then we can get real pleasure. All of us are seeking pleasure, but the real pleasure we can get if we are in the level of pure consciousness. Then what will be the result? The result will be the ultimate goal of life will be attained. The ultimate goal of life will be attained. Ultimate goal of life will be attained. That is, that we will have a eternal spiritual life. We will have a eternal spiritual life with God, with Krishna in the kingdom of God. We all want to be eternal, but this is the process by which we can have an eternal spiritual life. But suppose if our consciousness is not pure, if it is not pure, then again the life cycle of birth and death will continue. Life cycle of birth and death will continue, and we will keep on doing the same thing again and again by the force of nature. By nature's law or by force of nature, we will keep on continuing the cycle of birth and death. So, actually we have our human body exists in 3 levels. That is, one is a gross body and comprising of say earth, water, fire, air, ether, 5 Pancha Mahabhut, 5 elements. Then we have a subtle body comprising of mind, false ego and intelligence, which we cannot see. The gross body we can see and the subtle body we can see, and finally we are the spirit soul or spiritual self. So human body exists in 3 levels. Now, because of this false ego, we are having several designations, bodily designations. We are saying we are Indian. Somebody born in America, he is saying I am American. Okay, like this we are having several designations pertaining to this body because of the false ego. Now, if we can somehow by the spiritual process become situated in the pure consciousness, then we can be free from all the designations. Then this will lead to us becoming free from all the designations of the bodily. Conception. Then that will enable us to attain our goal of life. So how can we achieve that? This can be achieved by the pure consciousness, by having constant touch with Krishna, by having constant touch with Krishna. And for that, the preliminary level starts from Sravanam and Kirtanam. Sravanam and Kirtanam, that is listening and chanting. Listening and chanting about the topics of Krishna that we call as Krishna Katha. Krishna Katha enables us to reach to the platform of pure consciousness. So Krishna's name, Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's words, all are equal to Krishna, and they have the same potency to make us rise to the level of pure consciousness. So we have two main literatures, Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. So these two main literatures, Bhagavad Gita is spoken by Lord Himself, and Srimad Bhagavatam concerns about the topics related to Krishna. Krishna's life and the devotees of Krishna's life. So both, if we read such literature, it is similar to worshipping Krishna. If we read such literature, it is similar to as if we are worshipping Krishna with all the paraphernalia. So Krishna is situated in everyone's heart. Krishna is there in everyone's heart. So He is not away from us. He is within us and near to us. And Krishna is so friendly that He always accompanies us even if we change our bodies. Nobody else will accompany us except Krishna. He accompanies us. Now, we have 84 million species of life. 84 million species of life. And our soul goes through all the 84 million species of life. In this 4 lakh million species of life pertaining to human beings. 4 lakh species of human beings are there, and rest 80 lakh species pertain to animals and different type of animals, trees. So 80 lakhs of animals, trees are there. That is moving and non-moving living beings. Moving and non-moving animals and non-moving are trees. So one gets a body according to his past karma. He gets a body. So now with this body you are entitled to enjoy some happiness and suffer some distress. That is already written with this body. Whatever body you have got already, whatever happiness you are going to enjoy or whatever distress you are going to suffer is already written along with the, you can say, expiry date, or the body has got an expiry date also. Like any other, it's like an instrument. The body has got a manufacturing date which we call as the birth and expiry date which we call as the death. So all these things are fixed with everyone's body. So our job is to become intelligent. To become intelligent to stop the life cycle of birth and death. We should think, how can I stop the life cycle of birth and death? That is the process that we have discussed. That is now that by having constant touch with Krishna, we can do that. So, by the constant touch with Krishna, by hearing Krishna Katha, so the contamination in our heart, the contamination present in our heart will be destroyed. Contamination in our heart will be destroyed, because you see, in the basically we are previously having animal life, and in animal life they are only thinking about how to eat, how to drink, how to sleep, how to self-defend. Only those things are there in the animal life. Since we have gone through this animal form of life, we also have a tendency to only think about this matter. But what differentiates us from animal is that we can seek higher purpose in life. We can seek higher purpose in life. That is what differentiates a human being from an animal. And if we are not doing that, then we are still continuing the animalistic form of life, the animalistic conception of life. Basically, we are also doing the same thing: eating, sleeping, self-defending, etc. So, now the nature, the material nature comprises of three gunas, that is goodness, passion, and ignorance. So we can see that these three gunas dominate the material nature. For example, we can say the milk and vegetables are in the mode of goodness. In the passion, we can say like eating very spicy food, meat, fish, etc. go into the mode of passion. And in ignorance, maybe some food which is cooked like 3 days before. 3 days before or 4 days before food sometimes we are taking. That is in the mode of ignorance. Similarly, so these three modes characterize our materialistic conception of life. So, we should actually rise to the platform of goodness. Okay, we should see how we can rise to the level of goodness. When we are in goodness, we can know who I am, who is God, what is my relationship with God, what is my relationship with God. So we can inquire about the higher purpose of life if only we can come to the level of goodness. So, by hearing Krishna Katha regularly, we can rise to the platform of goodness. So, everyone thinks that he or she is very happy, just like a hog. A hog stays in a filthy place, and eats also dirty food. But still, and he is so attached to the sense enjoyment of eating that he becomes very fat. You see, the hogs or the pigs, okay, or the pigs, so they become very fat. Although they eat very filthy food, live in a very filthy place, but they are so much attached to living in such conditions even that they become very fat, and they feel very happy. In such a condition, they feel happy. So, if we work day and night very hard and live like that without thinking of the higher purpose of life, that is compared to hog's happiness. If we are becoming happy in this material world, then it is compared to just like hog's happiness. So the Vedas teach you Aham Brahmasmi, that I am a spirit soul. Aham Brahmasmi, that I am a spirit soul. I am a pure spirit soul. And I must act in that platform. Not that I should act in a bodily platform, because if we act in a bodily platform, then we are inflicted by two types of diseases. That is, one is hankering, another is lamentation. We want to get some things which we don't have. We are always looking for things which we don't have. That is known as hankering. And suppose a person is penniless and he is hankering after money, and he gets 1 lakh money, and somehow that money is lost. Then he gets into this phase known as lamentation. He laments. But if we are situated in Brahma Bhuta, pure consciousness, that is known as Brahma Bhuta Prasanna Atma Nasocati Na Kanksati, means if we are situated in that pure consciousness of spirit soul, then we are not very much affected by hankering or lamentation. So, human life is meant for finding a solution to 4 problems of life. Human life is meant for finding a solution for 4 problems of life. Number 1 is birth, death, old age, and disease. Human life is meant for solving these 4 problems of life. If suppose you get a good birth, suppose nowadays people read Vedas, they do so many sacrifices, puja and everything, so that they can get a good life, good body, born in an aristocratic family, but still they cannot avoid these 4 problems of life. Whatever you do in the materialistic platform, okay, but you cannot escape these 4 problems of life unless you surrender to Lord Krishna in devotion. So we should not be hankering after good or bad things. generally the material enjoyment, we also cannot stay more time in material enjoyment. Therefore, there is a concept known as bhoga and tyaga. Bhoga and tyaga. If you see in the industrial people, they work 5 days a week very hard. Very hard they will work in the industry or in a factory 5 days, and for 2 days they will go to some farmhouse to do some enjoyment. That means we cannot also stay in one platform of material enjoyment for a long time. We then we can switch to tyaga, then from after tyaga is over, then we switch to bhoga. So, main thing is, we are after this materialistic conception of life because we are finding some type of rasa, some type of rasa or pleasure. Okay, so we want to love, we have a loving propensity, and that loving propensity is not satisfied even if we love the whole human society. There are people, nationalistic people. First of all, we are loving towards our own self, then our family members, then our state, then country. So, main thing is, we are after this materialistic conception of life because we are finding some type of rasa, some type of rasa or pleasure. Okay, so we want to love, we have a loving propensity, and that loving propensity is not satisfied even if we love the whole human society. There are people, nationalistic people. First of all, we are loving towards our own self, then our family members, then our state, then country. Then even there are some people who are looking to love for the whole world. Even if they are worldly, they are looking to love the whole world till they are not satisfied. That satisfaction will fulfill only when the love is reposed in Krishna. Then the satisfaction will be there. So the United Nations, there are many attempts that human being has made that by creating United Nations and all, but they have failed to create peace and harmony among the society. So Bhakti Yoga, on the other hand, Bhakti Yoga or devotional service, work in devotion, can serve that purpose of bringing peace and harmony in the society. So actually, at the present moment, we are watering, like watering a tree, but we are watering the branches and the leaves and the fruits. But actually, if we can water the root of the tree, then every branch can get its nutrients, right? If we just water the root of the tree. Similarly, our hands and legs, they don't eat. But if the hands and legs are working to bring food to the stomach, then the stomach can supply the energy to our hands and legs. Similarly, if we work for Krishna, who is the root of all the universe, then automatically we will be satisfied. Missing Krishna means missing oneself also. So lastly, by conclusion, I will say that Krishna is our ever well-wisher, yes, best friend and ultimate authority. So, simply by hearing his glories from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and chanting his names, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, then we can perfect our lives. So, this is the conclusion of our spiritual topic for today. Thank you all.